This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com. I'm here at a very overheated Vans Warped Tour in Maryland. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's tomorrow. We're in Virginia today. Take two.
I'll slice that out.
All right. All right, take two. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com. I'm here with members of Tonight Alive at Virginia's Warped Tour. It's a bit warm outside. It's a good time. So how do you guys sort of manage to beat the heat and stay sane on the road, sort of day after day?
We drink a lot of water. We've got aircon on the bus as well.
We've got a really nice bus this year. We've travelled on bandwagons for a couple of years, but now it's really cool to be on a bus. So when we're not on festival grounds, we're okay. But I think we underestimate how important it is to stay hydrated. I think a lot of kids pass out. They just, they don't think it's as important.
Yeah.
But
Finding shade as well.
Down.
Yeah.
I'm sure Vegas was rough with 117 degrees.
Vegas was incredibly hot.
It was unbelievable. And people were like, "You're Australian, aren't you used to this?" It's like, Australians don't stand in a car park when it's like 46 degrees, which is like Celsius.
Yeah.
So you guys sort of really made your debut last year at Warped Tour. What is it like to come back as no longer a rookie, but not like a seasoned veteran, but kind of you have some more experience? How does it feel to sort of kind of know what to expect?
Yeah, it's great because we can come back on the tour and we've made so many more friends over the past year as well. So we see everyone that we know, and we kind of know how everything works. Whereas last year we were just like
we were little yuppies.
Yeah.
Like we compared our first day this year to last year's first day. When we didn't know anyone and we were just kind of like, we felt like it's the first day of school.
Yeah.
This year is awesome. We've toured with like half the bands on the tour before and in all different countries. So like I think a lot's changed in a year and it's awesome to come back and do it again.
How do fans in the U.S. compare to fans in Australia?
There is a difference.
Yeah, there is. I mean, we headline back home, so it's like, and we support over here, so it's obviously there's still people in the crowd that we have to win over and we have to work to, I guess, to impress. Everyone, they're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, like, on a general kind of basis, American, like, the music scene is so different in a way that I think everyone's quite open-minded. Like, everyone wants and craves, like, music, and they're willing to hear new stuff, and they're not... I mean, everyone's skeptical, but I feel that people are more open-minded here.
Yeah.
When we were in Australia supporting, when we first started out, I think we just felt like... we'd be on stage and everyone was just, like, arms crossed.
Yeah.
But that's when we were kids, like we were just starting out. But coming here and just starting out, it's kind of like our progress in Australia translated over and people are kind of like getting it a little bit faster. So.
Yeah.
So what can you guys tell us about your new music?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We wrote a new
I'll let you take this one.
we wrote a new record for about 2 years. The writing process started in July 2011. So it's been a long time, but between now and then we've literally not stopped touring except for about 2 months when we just took a break. But other than that, we've been touring internationally non-stop. So we've been influenced by a lot of different bands, and I think we wrote a record that we were really conscious of being good live. We really wanted, I guess when we first wrote our first record and EPs and stuff, we hadn't toured as much, so we didn't know what was going to work on stage. So now when we play songs, we're like, okay, this is slow, this is laggy, this part's boring. I think we've learnt a lot from those experiences and written a record that is going to be powerful live, and I think our fans are going to like it.
It's very interesting that you took sort of the foresight to think about how it would be performed live, because some albums just don't translate live. So that's a really good thing.
In the past. So hopefully we won't be making them again.
So what were some of the bands that you heard that have influenced your new sound?
We've toured with like so many bands over the past couple of years. I mean, Pierce the Veil, I think.
Pierce the Veil was a band that I think really affected us because we were fans already, but watching them live, they put on such a great show and they're all really passionate and they care about their live show.
Yeah.
I think a lot of bands are big, but they don't really care to make it interesting. They're like, we're big enough, we don't really care.
Yeah.
Whereas Pierce just like smashed it every night.
Put so much effort into their production as well. Like they had confetti cannons and this huge backdrop, and we were just like,
great
wow,
lighting.
that's awesome.
I don't know, they were the whole package as a band for us. So like touring with them, I think we learned a lot. They've got really heavy parts and like, we're not gonna, I don't know. We definitely took a lot away from that tour.
Yeah.
I think they were a band that really influenced that for us.
Interesting to hear, and how much of the new music that you've put out do you play now at Warped Tour?
Oh, only one song.
Yeah, we've only got one song playing at the moment.
What's the name?
Yeah.
The Ocean.
The Ocean is like the pre-release for the album. It's not exactly a single, but we put it out with a lyric video, and we definitely wanted to be playing new music on Warped because we're sort of about to start a new album cycle.
Yeah.
So you can expect new singles though in probably like the next few weeks. It's really exciting.
So stay tuned for new music from Tonight Alive. You mentioned lyric videos. What is the importance of putting out a lyric video in 2013?
Yeah, we never really valued that before, but then we started to notice that lyric videos on YouTube get like even more views than official music videos.
I think kids really like to see what the lyrics are and what the song's about instead of having to listen to it by ear and get all the lyrics wrong. I mean, and it really helps live as well because they can go and learn every single lyric and then come back to it.
And especially because it's an official thing, it comes straight from the band. They're the right lyrics. And
yeah, exactly.
I've heard that people just go straight to YouTube and that's where they learn the lyrics. Whereas when I was in high school and listening to bands, I would look up like lyrics.com or something like that.
And it's always wrong as well. You're like,
yeah, but now they get the whole package of watching something, hearing the official audio and the real lyrics. So, yeah.
Do you notice that they know all the words and sing along with you?
Lately, it's really picked up, especially we played New Jersey the other night and we closed the festival. It was 8:20 at night. And we were like, we are not going to have anyone. It was in the amphitheater. We were like, we're out of the way. But people were singing all the words to the ocean. I don't know, it's just like this massive feeling of, I'm just so grateful for that kind of thing.
So how does it feel to be closing down a set of Warped Tour versus last year where I'm sure you're used to playing a 25-minute 30 set? I mean, you've come a long way in such a year.
It's like not something that's appealing to a smaller band. Like when you're headlining, you're like, it's fine when you close because people are going to stay. But when you're smaller like us, it's like, are we actually going to have a crowd? Yeah. So when we did, it was very surprising and very cool.
So what's the hardest thing about being on the road? Because, I mean, you are quite far away from home.
Yeah. I think I've not really experienced this until recently. I've started getting this sort of claustrophobic feeling. I think it's because we're on a bus and there's 12 of us at a time. Yeah. So especially when you're driving, you kind of... I've never got motion sickness before, but I think we're moving and then there's 11 other people surrounding you and you're just kind of like, I need some space. Oh my God, it's loud. Maybe everyone's drinking, stuff like that.
Especially in the galleys in between the bunks as well, there's we're maybe one person space. So if there's other people walking past, you have to really squeeze through and I guess claustrophobia does kind of set in.
I mean, I think we're all best friends and we have such a family dynamic where we look out for each other, we cook for each other. Yeah. We actually spend all our time together even when we're home. Yeah. So we do get a little bit homesick, but at the same time it's kind of like we're taking home with us everywhere we go because we've got that family dynamic. We look out for each other.
You guys are very kind. That's cute and very sweet. Speaking of being kind and sweet, what sort of charities or social causes do you guys work with or admire and would like to work with?
Yeah, absolutely. On Warped especially, we've been teaming up with Dry Love in Our Arms and Invisible Children and stuff like that. It's really cool to be able to bring our fans to those tents and sort of give a bit of a voice to our fans from those sort of charities and organisations. I think it's really important to make teens especially aware that there is support groups out there. Yeah. I mean, and there are people that understand and are willing to help and that they're not alone. I think that's such a mistake that you make in high school or when you're growing up. It doesn't really matter how old you are, but it's such a mistake that we make to think that you're alone and that nobody understands or nobody can help you and that there are no answers. So, yeah, we're really proud to support those causes.
I think it's good that you have sort of that platform to share that information from, so that's great. So we know new music is coming out. We don't know when to expect the next release.
Actually, we do.
Care to share?
I can't give you the next single release, but The Other Side, which is our record's name, is coming out. Is it September 9th in America?
I think it's the 9th over here.
Because it's got a few different release dates, but it's all the second week of September.
In those couple of days. It'll be 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th.
So The Other Side will be coming out then, and we're actually doing pre-orders all throughout Warped. So kids can come to our tent and pre-order the record. It goes straight to their house. And we do a meet and greet for that. Or it'll be available online to pre-order as well.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first. If you're stopping by the Vans Warped Tour tent, go to the tent of Tonight Alive, pre-order some new music, and look for more from Tonight Alive. This is Jackie with Inthekeyofchange.com.